1570 AM and W298BX 107.5 FM, Winterville, North Carolina. WNOS 1450 AM and W272EK 102.3 FM, licensed to New Bern, North Carolina.
Good morning, radio audience. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! This is Christmas Eve. Gosh, do I have a show for you. Most families are getting together now, and I am here on Awesome Radio, 1570 AM dial and 107.5 FM dial, and it comes out of Winterville and Greenville. And of course, you know, there are some other shows to this family in New Bern and in Rocky Mount. So welcome to wherever you are, those out there in your cars, riding around trying to grab that last gift. We are here, and I have business to do that I'm here and decided not to go any place this Christmas. Um, when you commit to something, you should keep your promise, commit to it, and give it your best shot, and do what you can, and make it work. I'm also on social media this morning. I need to get used to that. I need to try to grow in every position I am. And so, since Mary Perkins-Williams live show is one of information sharing, and the last show we talked about history leading up to what we're trying to do as far as getting out facts about African Americans. This is Awesome Radio Network is owned by an African American family. And so we know how it was back in the day. Blacks didn't have that access readily to broadcasting. So we've been talking about different things as it relates to people other than the traditional um, popularity on television and in the media. Uh, Not white folks. They use people, Caucasians. So anyway, we've been trying to bring history forward, and I'm excited to know that things are getting a little better, but there are some things that seem to be taking us back. So, uh, to the seniors, I try talking to you every day. Happy, Merry Christmas, and enjoy the holidays. Do something that keeps your body moving. Oh, if it's nothing but just raising your arm up like that, or moving your head like that, or doing this and doing that, turning your shoulder, doing that, so that your body can stay limber and move. Lift your feet off the floor and put it back. That gives you exercise, because as we get older, arthritis sets in. I'm not medical. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nurse. And I try to do what I can to remain functional and active. And I love being independent. I don't like dependence uh, processes of things that you have to depend on somebody for everything. And I'm grateful to God today. This is a Christian station, and I don't even think I ever had said that I'm grateful. But as I speak to people and they say, "How are you doing?" And I always say, "I got up this morning." And they said, "That is a blessing." Yes, it is, because a lot of people can't. So this morning, I'm grateful to God for our moving around. But in history, it bothers me that some of the things in today's society uh, seems to take us back rather than moving us forward and progressive and being positive. and gaining and grow with the things that are new to us. Our society is a new society because AI and all these computers, because I have a laptop sitting in front of me and a microphone in front of me. And I tell you, there's a television in here and everything. But back in the day, we didn't trust the television. And the television could only project what it saw or what it had in it. And so there was questions about television was when it was developed as to whether or not it was something real. At that time, that's all it could produce was real and actual things. But nowadays, you really don't know what is real, what is straightforward, and what is honest. And so I tend to be skeptical about what I see on the television or what I hear reported, because reporting has to do with someone else seeing something and sharing it with someone else. So that's why we have social media. Social media nowadays, when it was born, anyone could create a Facebook page. And the Facebook page, to me now, these are my opinion, no one else, it has become sometimes a gossip column, sometimes it's a news column, and sometimes it is just straightforward. So we have to learn to um, take it as a grain of salt, they say, in back in the day. Now, when you're born earlier than the 70s, you don't take it unless you know that it is real and factual. And you try to look at it and do some brain searching on your own, because when brought up, you're brought up by history and the Bible. And in our history books, it is Bible. You talk about Mesopotamian and Judea and the sociology and social uh, science studies talked about the various religions. Hindu is by Indian, not native born people, but India people, India, and that's their religion is formed out of Hindu, Hindu. And you learn that when you go to college, as well as other things. We learned when we go to school, we learn how to count. Back in the day, they taught us how to do writing other than printing. Typewriter became the printed word, and you type. Don't have the typewriter anymore. Now we got the computer. Sit on the desk. Now we don't have to have the computer sit on the desk. We have a laptop. It's no bigger than an inch thick and about as wide as a ruler, 12 inches. And so progress goes. And as we live, we have to learn to adjust. So today, what I'm going to talk about, I like talking about real things and truthful things. As a county commissioner, the people trusted me now to be a county commissioner. As a county commissioner, at the last board meeting, I voted in favor to put "In God We Trust" in the courtroom here in Pitt County. I think there are some 70 other counties who already had it there. So since this is a spiritual station, all this information about the faith and all the teaching of various kind of religion or whatever, because I know the Hispanics come here. This is a network. A network consists of more than one entity or frame. You can get different people coming and they can share an information. There was an African person on this station talking about Africa and how it was in Africa. So we don't have to read the history books now to know that Africa exists. We have people who fly here on an airplane that was developed on the coast of North Carolina, they say. That was the truth. No one has denied it. So anyway, they fly here on an airplane, however many hours it take. Now they got jets. The planes go a little faster. And now we have rockets that shoot up in the sky. I guess they shoot up in the sky. I haven't gone straight up beyond the stratosphere. So hey, something going on. But I want to say what all of this is about. We all have a brain, and we didn't come out of a mold. We was created by the union of a male and a female. That's spiritual. That's human. So why did I vote for In God We Trust? I voted for it because that's the way I was raised. I was brought up in a spiritual home. This is a spiritual radio station. I don't hear her playing boogie woogie and whatever else it was and kumbaya. Not that she might play some kumbaya, because those are spiritual songs that help people overcome struggles. Kumbaya. And you're talking to the master in a language that you learned from your ancestors, because I really don't know what kumbaya means, but in a translation is come by here. And the English part say, good Lord. So the thing of it is that when you grow, you develop attitudes of your own. And maybe not everyone voted to put In God We Trust in the back of in the behind the bench or wherever they're going to put it. They didn't tell us. But I had no problems with voting in favor of it because that's what I'm accustomed to. And do you know, none of the residents who elected me said anything negative about that vote. Uh, they may agree with it, and they may not. Some of them are not Christians through Judea. And see, Jews, that's a form of a Jewish word. For us, before the day, that was a religion. But now it is also a race of people. Jews, Jews. And then we talked about it. You talk about the birth of Jesus and all of that. In sociology and history, it had to be as in Africa. It had to be someplace that talked about your character and your well-being. So yes, I did vote. I voted my personal conviction of the fact that that's something that exists. It's on the money. In God we trust. And I did say it was on the money. If you didn't want it, give it to me. I'll take it and spend it. Because I'm real. I'm real. I'm not perfect, but I'm real. So in this show that is provided through the Awesome Radio Network, I try to present real and actual things. Truth matters to me. So this is what I try to do. No one is perfect. He who was perfect walked this earth. Uh, he ended up being killed. So, and I never known anybody to stay here forever who was born before I was. They are gone. We have funerals. There are a lot of funerals now. So today I just wanted to give you a personal reason as to why. I said a lot that night on during the meeting because it struck me not to uh, the positive end, but it struck me in the core of my being as to what I was brought up in the spiritual home because my father was an African American, an African Methodist, African Meth- Methodist, my tongue get tied sometimes, African Methodist Episcopal Zion Church pastor, and that stands for AME Zion Church. And I've served as a national delegate for 2 quadrenniums, isn't that? And my mother has been a Free Will Baptist member all of her life until she died. So I had a mixture of religion in our household. But both of those, what made them jive is that both of those, and this is a religious time of the year in the United States because the United States have always embraced uh, Judea principles, Catholic principles for the most part, and these were in the textbooks that we had to study. So this is a little lessons from us, and I want to say to those of you who are listening, get up, good morning, how you do? You know, that's the way we were brought up. Hey, how you doing today? And you might listen to it and you might not, but it's how you doing today. And you say, fine. Some say, oh, I'm not so good. Who wants to hear the negatives? Oh, I'm doing good. I got up this morning. That's my spiel. So I'm so happy to be here. I don't know anywhere else to be. I could be with my children, but at some point I like to be human because when I left home, I lived in a house, you know, that I made a home with my ex and I. And this is where our children was born. So I decided that as I get older, I want to remain independent and I want my children to have a time to be with their family and they can all gather like they did at my house. The, the children came early and here come the children, all their Christmas gifts and stuff, and they came. The one thing we had to do as the parent was cook. And you had to cook enough for everyone who may drop by because it was a time to show love. This is how I see Christmas as a time to show love. Not hate, but love. There's too much hate. So you keep a smile on your face, you feel better. When you frown, the wrinkles come and you don't feel good. You get a headache. So I try to do things that will make people be wholesome. I brought the newspaper today because, and I have it on the community section, and there are things happening throughout Pitt County that give you an opportunity to show love other than gifts. You go to church. Children play. They love that. So, hey. But sometimes if we can't do something different, we are like robots, only do what we're programmed to do. Our program comes from experience. Humans' program come from experience and the brain. So today, it's not going to be. I do want to guess, but they were going out of town to visit family, and these people were 93, and they said they will get back with me when they get in town, because history is a teacher. History is something we talk. Goodness gracious, I say it's few seconds. I'm going to come back and read these announcements that's in Daily Reflector. That's the source that I'm using for community. Come back in a few seconds and we will talk. The number to call your friends. We're talking about things from yesteryear and what's happening today. 752 756-2008. That's the number to call so you can talk about how it was for you for Christmas and what you're doing now that you are not the parent and the grown children are, and they're telling you what to do. 6 seconds, and I'll see you in a few. Merry Christmas, everyone. See you in a few seconds.
Footprint Small Event and Conference
dang.
Center is located in the heart of downtown Greenville at 304 Evans Street. Welcome to Footprints, a clean, family-friendly event space designed for unforgettable moments. Whether you're planning a private celebration or a professional gathering, Footprints offers the perfect setting for your vision. It's ideal for conferences and workshops, baby and bridal showers, birthday parties and special celebrations, community classes and meetings. You can create your own event or have it beautifully designed by our experienced event planner. Because here, you don't just host an event, you make memories that leave footprints in your heart. 304 Evans Street, Greenville, North Carolina. Plan your event today. 252-412-3169. 252-412-3169.
Attention entrepreneurs, small business owners, and creators in Greenville. Your new home for success is here. It's the LJPK Business Center. Need a private office? We've got it. Looking for a co-working desk? It's ready. Need to record your next big podcast? Step right into our fully equipped studio. Plus, private parking spaces are available. At LJPK Business Center, it's more than office space. It's where connections are made, ideas take flight, and businesses grow. Whether you're working solo, leading a team, or building your dream, you'll find the tools and community to help you thrive. LJPK Business Center, where vision meets opportunity. Schedule your tour today and discover your new workspace in the heart of downtown Greenville by calling 252-420-1355. That's 252-420-1355. LJPK Business Center. Create, connect, grow.
Hi, this is Apostle Gary Lee, wishing all of you a Merry Christmas from Awesome Radio.
Welcome back, audience. I was on break. I'm here live, and I have a great partner on this radio who called in while we were taking our break. Mr. Ben Johnson, how are you? Owner, operator, and the brain of the Daily Drum.
The Honorable Mary Perkins-Williams, my longtime family friend.
Oh, yes.
Thank you for your service that you render day by day. You do a great job, and we do appreciate you. And not only personally myself from as far as Daily Drum, because when we have some, you come and show for you stay to the whole entire service. You don't come in and run in and out and say hello and shake a couple of hands and say goodbye. You spend the day with us when you show up, and we do appreciate you. And I do because I know about your family. I knew most of your family from over the river and your church there. So that's great to have you on now, and because my bride be listening to you when you come on each day. So she'll tell me. Then she'll tell me when the radio go off. What happened today? She didn't stay on all the time. I said, honey, I can't tell about the radio thing goes off sometimes. They have a problem with the system sometimes. But thank you, bless you, and I'm glad that you have a blessed holiday, Christmas, and to the New Year too.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you and your wife, and I'm glad she reminded you, because it's that's company. And my company is the television and the radio. And I don't run the radio at home and the computer because my children have grown up. And I like for them to live a wholesome life so I don't aggravate them, you know? Don't you think that's what we should do? You don't bother little your big person that's 6 feet more, and you don't bother him things, do you?
No.
Help him when you can and let him move
come
on,
in and
don't
out.
you?
That's right. I got some grandsons about his same height too.
Ooh.
I got 4, 5 grandsons.
No girls.
No, all of them. No, 8. I got two granddaughters.
Mm-hmm.
2 granddaughters and 6 grandsons.
Ooh.
And let me
Oh
see
my
now, all of them at least 6 feet tall or more.
Ooh. Well, you're not
And
a
then
short man yourself, so
I
they,
have,
they are a tree
I have,
off the stump.
well, then I have two great granddaughters.
Ooh.
One 16 and the other one is 7.
Oh, wow.
And they know more than they should know.
Tell me about it. I see, what do I
And then
have?
I don't know how many adopted grandsons and granddaughters,
Oh,
and
yeah.
letters come, cards come, grandpa, some say granddaddy, some say grandpa, papa, all that. And I got pictures on my wall in my office here with a lot of them. Someone was babysitting on my knees, some others just sitting around me. Yeah.
I know you ruin them, don't you?
I sure do. I do my best, so they go, and then they go home at night.
Oh, great. That's great. Well, I am so glad you called in. I just love
Bless you.
talking with you because this,
Bless your heart.
from the seniors come wisdom. And
Well,
that's
bless
a
you.
lot of knowledge that's caked up in that body that every now and then it needs to be shared.
Bless. 10 months from now, I'll be 90 years old.
See? And that's got me beat.
Yeah, 10 months from
And
now.
you
Well,
are to be respected because every
yeah,
year, every day you live, it's an
yeah,
addition to your
yeah,
educational process. Am
yeah,
I right?
yeah. Well, you know what I say?
Mm.
I said, but I don't know. I won't hold up all your time, but I tell this something, but it's not the truth. I'm telling that up front. It's not the truth. And I said, Mr. Davenport, I didn't play in the sports or anything. So when when the coaches go with the team, Mr. Davenport would come get me to take over the class. And these classes, I think they had either fourth or fifth grade or something. But I was tall with a mustache. So I'm thinking the children probably thought I was a substitute teacher. Then at the 12th year, I was at IPS. I always tell this is not the truth now. This is not true. I'm telling it out front.
Uh-huh.
I said, Mr. Davenport probably came by and said, now look, Ben, said, really? You've been here a long time. Said, now, but first thing, I really need that seat you have, if you don't mind, so you can go ahead and don't have to come back no more. He said, but now, let me tell you this. Now, if you decide to go into college, don't tell them what school you came from.
What
That's
was
why I said
that?
because I tell people I was gone from here for 50 years a dummy, and I came back a dummy. I went to all the Negro schools in North Carolina, in Pitt County.
Well, look,
I went to
I
F
don't care.
twice.
You learned something and you earned it well because you haven't
I,
forgotten it. You
well, I
still
went to
know that
F
Mr.
twice.
Davenport was your principal.
Well, he was my principal. When they needed, I was the first time when they first got a bus for hips. He got Benjamin. You got to drive the bus. So I had to drive the bus. The first bus we ever had. I had to drive the bus.
Wasn't that fun?
Yeah, and then when the time, like I said, substitute, I had to do that. And then he come by, you get my grass cut, go get the grass. I
What?
enjoyed life. I went to Epps twice. I went to Robinson Union twice. I went to Suggs once. I went to Rock Spring once. So I went to all the Negro schools.
Wait a minute,
Basically,
wait a minute.
Yeah.
I went to Bethel Union. Now, did you go there?
Okay. No, I didn't go there. I didn't get that far. We didn't have couldn't drive the mule and cart that far. We did. I remember where we lived at Rock Spring area. I don't know if you're familiar with Rock Spring area.
Mhm.
Not where the country club is. I remember years ago. This was in the 30s,
Mhm.
between the late in the middle 40s.
Mhm.
Only two black men had cars.
Ooh.
Only two.
Well,
Only two
you
had
know,
cars.
but the mules and cart have told on a lot of
The
people
mule
though,
and
because they
cart.
didn't know where
That's
to
what
go
we
other
had.
than where they'd been.
That's exactly right. That's why we had the mule and cart once a month. They get the cart and go to town to shop. Go shopping. Yeah.
Oh
But this
Lord.
is like, well, look, bless you. Now, look, John, I ain't going to hold up. I ain't going to kick on time, and
Well,
I'm not
look,
paying
Mr.
for the
Johnson,
spot.
I like the history that you share no matter where, no matter what. It's always good. And because you tell it, it really happened, and you here long enough to share it with us. But what gets me is they're taking.
Uh-huh.
How do you like about how my vote was? I started today talking about that I supported putting in God
I
we
heard you.
trust in
I
the
heard you.
in the
And I know
courthouse. And
I heard it. I know my bride gonna say, tell me about it when I get home, what she said. But in God we trust.
see, I have no problems with it. And for whatever
I do
reason,
trust in God.
I mean, it's been everything. Uh, I mean,
Yeah,
even in the books that we used to study,
yeah,
it was
yeah,
about
yeah.
Judea and religion. Religion.
It's on the
Not
money
only
too.
just Judea,
Yeah,
Catholic, there was
yeah.
also Jews and Gentiles and Hindu.
That's
We
right.
talked about
That's
all of
right.
those.
That's right. That's right.
So, I mean, why are you taking the history books off of the shelf? You're
Yeah.
creating dummies.
That's what you do. Well, I see. There's a whole. I ain't gonna go to that area, but we got a whole new thing about not letting certain issues come out to certain people.
Yes, you take.
And I know, like when I was going to the 10th grade, we were still sharecroppers, and because fortunate, well, what had happened over the years, my dad grew up with the person that inherited the farm.
Mm-hmm.
So many times I would have had to stay on the farm working rather than going to school, if he had not gone to school, the fellow that inherited the farm. But when I got ready to go to the 10th grade, he said my dad was named Premier.
Mm-hmm.
He said, Premier, that boy is too big to go to school. And you know what Premier said?
What?
Nobody tells me what to do about my son. And you know what happened? Because I didn't know he had a house. He had bought a house.
37
He
seconds.
had bought a house. He bought a house in 49, and we were able to move into that house. And he stopped renting to the people and moved into the house in 51.
Well, when we take this next break, I want you to hold on because I want to
Oh,
share something with you. I
okay,
really
all right.
do. I want you to hold on. Please don't leave.
Okay, all right,
I
all right.
appreciate it. Thank you so much for calling in. We're talking with Mr. Ben Johnson, a soon to be 90-year-old right here in Pitt County, North Carolina. See you soon.
CPR is an emergency response technique to help keep blood circulating in a person who has suffered cardiac arrest. CPR can increase chances of survival for cardiac arrest victims outside a hospital by 2 to 3 times. If you find yourself near someone having a cardiac emergency, call 911 immediately. If they are unresponsive, not breathing, and do not have a pulse, perform CPR while you await for emergency personnel to arrive.
CPR STAT. We are a staff development company and is the gateway to your successful training journey. We are located at 2405 Charles Boulevard, Greenville, and with training facilities in Raleigh and Wilmington. If you individually or your company need CPR training just starting out or to be updated and compliant, we're just a phone call away. 252-470-6165. Learn more about us at cprstat.com. There you can book a class, see all our services, and the training schedule. CPR Stat 252-470-6165. We will train CPR at your location or one of ours in Greenville, Raleigh, or Wilmington. All classes are by appointment only and are offered Monday through Saturday. CPR Stat 252-470-6165. That's 252-470-6165.
Emmaus Travels and Transport, your trusted partner in transportation for over 20 years. At Emmaus Travels and Transport, we meet all your transportation needs reliably and professionally. Our services include, but are not limited to, wheelchair accessible and special needs transportation, airport transfers, medical appointments, personal and custom transport requests. We proudly employ only top-tier drivers with clean driving records and background checks. Safety is our top priority, and we utilize cutting edge vehicle technology to ensure a smooth and secure ride every time. Whether you're seeking dependable transportation or looking to join our team, we invite you to contact us today at 252 412 3169. Again, that is 252 412 3169. That is Emmaus Travels and Transport, driven by care, powered by excellence.
Hi, this is Apostle Gary Lee. From my family to yours, Merry Christmas, and thank you for listening to Awesome Radio.
Welcome back. This is the Mary Perkins-Williams Show, and I'm so happy to have you on Awesome Radio, 1570 AM dial and 107.5 on the FM dial. I thought it had two numbers because I ran that 5 on over there. I'm talking with Mr. Ben Johnson on the call-in number of 252-756-2008. Great person, wonderful news, and he said he'll soon be 90. But listen at that wisdom coming out. Thank you, Mr. Johnson, for holding on.
Bless you. Thank you for listening to me.
Well, I was talking about the Pitt County government board meeting because I just happened to be elected as a county commissioner, and I don't talk politics. I want to talk about the community, what you can get, what you can learn, and how you can do it. Because after all, a lot of things that the county offer us, we didn't have it back in the day. Because they used to have a pool. You remember that pool down by the foot of the campus starting, and we couldn't go to it?
A lot of things that I remember that we could not go to nor in. We could go to the back door, or we can go by the window. And then we went to a store. We had to stand and wait until they decided they would wait on us. And the word would come out, "What do you want?"
Well, Mr. Johnson, you are 90 years old, and you just gave me
No, not quite. I'm telling you what I'm. You know why I said that? Because I'll never be 89 no more. So the next move would be 90. So I done passed 89. So the next day will be 90.
Well,
so I'll never be 89 no more.
Well, tell me something that's good.
Well, one thing is I look at what the Word of God says, and I try to live by His Word. And I've been a part of the church, and the church I'm a member, Bill Alva Chapel, Free Will Baptist Church. My bride and me, we're the longest living members of that church. The church is 100 years old this year. And my bride and me, we've been a member there for 78 years.
Is she standing by?
Yes, indeed. No. She's at home. I'm at the office.
Okay, you at the office.
Yeah.
Well, then you need to tell her how you need to tell her how much you appreciate her. You need to tell her how much on the air you appreciate her standing by you for all this time. Because I bet you at some point in life you were a piece of work.
Well, the thing is, I've been a busy person. Sometimes working. We had 7 children, and many times the hours I worked, sometimes I've seen the time I didn't sleep 5 hours. I was in the military for 23 years. I've been retired from that for 44 years. So, and my bride raised 7 children, and I give her credit. I always say she raised 7 because I was busy working. If I wasn't working, there was something going on all the time. But she stood by, and these years, February, we'll be married for 69 years, February the 22nd.
Are your children going to give you all something?
I'm sure they will. We got married on the George Washington birthday in Washington, D.C. We got married at 11 o'clock. I had to be at work at 4 o'clock. And we've been February 22nd. February 22nd, we will be married. The Lord bless us. We'll be married for 69 years.
I think the community needs it, and you still a couple. I know
Oh
another
yeah,
good couple
yeah,
too. I know
yeah,
another good
yeah,
couple.
yeah, yeah,
Mr. Redrick and his wife has been married as long as I've known them.
yeah, yeah,
Raymond Redrick. You know him,
yeah.
don't you?
The name sounds familiar. You know, not see, I was gone from here about 50 years. I was in and out of here, in and out of here, and
Mm-hmm.
especially the flood was. I was here probably sometime once a week
Mm-hmm.
when the flood was on because we loaded supplies at RFK Stadium 24 hours a day. And so my thing was to coordinate the stuff coming down here from Rocky Mount to Kingston. So many times I'll drive down here to Rocky Mount to meet with people, and then a lot of pastors and other people, and turn around. I never got to see my parents sometimes. Turn around because I come down here sometimes once a week, once every other week, and then back to D.C. And the other stuff, I had somebody here in the office would help coordinate and take information for me about things that were needed in this area. I'd call and see, make sure that we got stuff too. And some stuff that would be shipped here from California, other states, we had to ship directly, drop ship to the area they need to drop to, whatever church or home we need to go to. So I had a person in the office that would do that for Daily Drum. Now, Daily Drum was totally involved doing 99 flood. And I wasn't staying here, but I was here like every week, every other week sometimes. But I had an office staff that would really work for the flood that was going on down here in '99.
Mr. Johnson, Mr.
Yeah,
Johnson,
yeah,
that's a lot of good history. You and your wife
yeah,
can share and leave
yeah.
with us because none of us came here to stay.
That's
So,
right.
where is your office located? Do you all entertain public?
One,
And
one, 101 Victoria Court East, just off of Evans Street, 2 blocks going toward Winterville. On the left
and
side,
that's
same as the television station.
you said
101
101
Victoria Court East.
Victoria
Court
East.
East. And that's
Okay.
going on Evans Street, going toward Winterville. We 2 blocks on the same side as the TV station on. And as soon as you come into Victoria East, and the parking lot right there, you turn right into the parking lot. My office is suite number 3, number C. Right?
Okay. Now you know why I
What's
wanted to
that?
bring that out. I know that East Carolina University
Yes.
has just started a new program.
Okay.
It's the community and library. You know, the library is the
Yeah.
is the house of knowledge. That's what a
Right.
library
Okay.
is.
Yeah.
They have just created a program,
Okay.
community and the storehouse of knowledge.
Okay.
It's in there, and look, and it's not the name of it. Now, that's not the name of the program, but it
Okay.
deals with the community and the recording thereof. So you know what?
Okay.
I would like to share. I would like to connect you with the creators of that program and let you
Sure.
talk to them a little bit because that's Pitt County history you got knocked up there in that
Okay.
noggin. You know what a noggin is, don't you?
I've heard this said by the older people.
I wasn't born yesterday. That noggin
Now,
is the
now
brain
you,
that
but
exists.
see, that's the thing is you the Johnson on the same side of the river the Johnson was. The Ben Johnson, they think I'm one. I said no, they people was educated and on land. I was born on south of the river. We were post sharecroppers.
Well, yes. See, he just not told something. The
Yeah,
Johnson that I know, and I was with the Johnson over there, they were landowners as well as my
that's right.
parents
And
that owned the
one
farm.
name Ben Johnson. One name Ben Johnson. That's what people
Yep,
guys said.
you
No,
got
no,
a Ben
no.
Johnson
That's
in
not
that
me.
family too. Yeah, good family.
That's not me. Now, another thing I'm sure that let you know. Also, people probably don't know, and probably people really don't know. Out at the park, the major park we have,
Uh-huh.
Sycamore Hill, Statue Place out there.
Mm-hmm.
You see a picture of me on the wall at Sycamore Hill. I never was a member. My grandmother, Caroline Forbes Johnson, was one of the original members of Sycamore Hill. Now they had a picture of me holding her
Miss
picture, and
Forbes.
I got one here in my office. And but for some reason, when they did the setup out at the park, her picture got missing from there, and just showed me in the park. You see my picture in the park there.
Well, now, were you the kin to the Miss Forbes that taught at Epps at one time?
The Forbes you see here, those persons, Sharper Falls, Travis Falls, was my grandmother, Caroline Forbes Johnson's cousin.
Ooh, man.
Sharper Falls,
What?
Travis Falls. Sharper Falls had a little store in front of the Plymouth Street School.
Ooh, listen to
Yeah,
that history.
Sharper. Yeah, at Sharper Falls, Travis Falls. And I'd go by there someday when I came back to Epps again. To go by there, he'd give me a piece of candy or whatever when I go by there sometime.
Well, look, I tell you how we're going to end this show. We're going to read this community stuff. But you know what? I am certainly going to connect you with the people in this. I don't think it's a school of library science,
Okay.
but it is a
Okay.
department. It's a part of the educational program of library science
Okay.
where it trains librarians. You know, it's not now librarians; they are information specialists now, and
Right.
that's my master's degree. But I would love
Okay.
to have you. Now, which one of your children going to be a librarian? All that knowledge you got. How about creating your papers in the a special collection? Because the Forbes been in this county a long time.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Once upon a time, once upon a time, the country folks couldn't come across the Tar River to the north.
Okay. Okay.
The country blacks, because y'all
Right,
didn't
right.
want us over here, because we had land and stuff.
But we sure did. And the reason why my grandmother named Forbes, because her father was raised and had the names of the owners of the farm, the slaves. That was Forbes at Rock Spring, Forbes.
Mhm.
So that's how she ended up the name Forbes. And that's where the Forbes family come from, as sharecroppers at Rock Spring area.
Well, if you know history, most blacks in this country came from
Yeah.
Africa as slaves.
Yeah.
And
That's right.
we've learned to accept those things because it was history. And this is
Right,
who
it's
we are
history.
today. We are people that grew out of Africa as
Yeah.
brilliant folks and created a lot of things.
That's right. That's right. And you know, I tell the people all the time, you should not be angry at nobody. We're all God's children, and we should love each other as God loves us.
Well, now,
And-
I didn't
and
tell them
having
that
to
on the
come out of
Sabbath.
it.
I told them a lot of it.
Well, and always my prayer is when I close the prayer, my word says, "Thine will be done, not mine. Thine will be done."
On
And because
earth
I
as
knew
it is
based
in
on the
heaven.
Bible, but based on the Bible that I read, I know I'm in the will of God.
Mhm. All right, now
I
you get ready to
done
preach.
took up your program now. I
This
done,
awesome radio network is a spiritual minded place, and it's
You're right.
so peaceful when you come in. It is beautiful.
Well, the owner there is my number 6 daughter, she said. I got 5 daughters. I had 5, and she's called herself number. She said she's number 6.
That's a good thing. That's no insult at all. But you were a busy man. That's what you were 7 children. All right, I'm enjoying you
On the
today.
one, now look, what all on the one roof now by one person.
Oh,
Blessed is the man that has a quiver.
I'm enjoying
All
it.
on the one roof.
Oh,
On one
yeah.
roof for one person.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
I
look,
thank
I
you.
don't mean to take up your show. Bless your
Well,
heart.
I
You've
thank
been
you
so
so much for
kind to
calling
do
in,
this.
but I am going to try to connect you with them.
Bless
I
your
don't
heart.
fully understand the total program
Right.
that they have there in the course,
Right.
but I would love to see some of us join that and learn what information sharing is beyond
Right.
Facebook
Yeah.
and these
Yeah.
social medias. Because when you
Right.
can
Right.
talk to a human being and see
Yeah.
their eyes, you know that
Right.
it comes from the heart through the
That's
eyes
right.
that you
That's
look
right.
at.
That's
So
right.
that's what it's
That's right.
about. So I'm going to share these programs that we'll be doing before
Bless your
for
heart.
the holiday. And thank you so much for calling in.
Bless
Mr.
you.
Ben
Bless you.
Johnson
Thank
on
you.
Awesome Radio, 1570
May,
AM, 107.5 FM. Here are some
may
shows.
the Lord may the Lord be with you forever until the end comes this side, until we retreat and go back home.
I know.
Because we're all on vacation here.
Yes. No one came here to stay.
That's
Now,
right. That's right. Uh-huh.
thank you. New Year Eve. This is what I'm reading from the Daily Reflector. New Year's Eve and early New Year's Eve celebration will be held at 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. on December the 31st at 5 Points Plaza. That's where 5th Street and Evans Street meet. And some more of them. This 5 Point Plaza, 500 South Evans Street. Enjoy bouncy houses, a DJ photo booth, a artist touch, a truck, food vendors, and a special New Year's toast before bedtime. Visit facebook.com, City of Greenville, NC. Ah, that's a good program that sounds like. Economic forecast. The Greenville Pitt County Chamber of Commerce will host its 20th annual economic forecast luncheon from 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. on January the 13th at the Hilton Greenville, North Carolina. You must register, and there is a fee to attend this. But this is about economics right here in Pitt County. I know we got an invitation, but someone had to pay for it. Next, the Women Conference, a 2026 Heart and Health Conference, will be held from 7 to 9 p.m. on January the 16th and 9 a.m. to noon on January the 17th at Harvest Church, 2020 West 15th Street in Washington, North Carolina. Guest speaker will be Lisa Harper, and worship leader will be Indy Dixon. That is in Washington, North Carolina. I was trying to get things that's free. Unity Breakfast happens every year. The Greenville Pitt County Chamber of Commerce will hold its annual Unity Community Unity Breakfast from 7:30 to 9 a.m. on January the 19th at East Carolina University's Murphy Center, Harvey Hall, 100 Ficklin Drive. The event is held on the commemoration of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday to celebrate in Greenville and Pitt County. Keynote speaker will be Brian Floyd. I served with Brian Floyd on the Pitt County Board of Social Science. So when I first got on the board, COO of he is the COO, Community Chief Officer of ECU Health, and President of East Carolina University Health Medical Center. The event is free and open to the public. Visit greenville.org/events/2006 community-unity-breakfast or call 752-4101 extension 2223. Now that is the Martin Luther King breakfast, and I'm sure we will I will share that with you a little bit more. My goodness, the time is out. I've enjoyed Mr. Big Johnson today, and I look forward. And I held my newspaper up right on Facebook, so you all can see the back of the newspaper and know that I was reading it. We are almost done for today. This is, for me, a Christmas, a Christian holiday. Easter, Christmas. This is the birth. This is the meaning. This is the birth of love. Jesus is the birth of love. Have a good time. Don't overdo it, and come back next year.
Hi, this is Renee Boston Hill, Politics Now. We're here every Monday, and we want to thank you